Hello and welcome, guys, to game number two review, Ting versus Gukesh. And this is the World Championship going on in Singapore. If you don't know, yeah, some exciting games to come. This is game two, and game one was won by Ding LIREN in a very convincing fashion. So let's dive into the game. Yeah. All right. So as you know, white has always an advantage, and Gukesh lost the first game with white pieces. So it was very important that in the next game, when he's black, he has to play very accurately, and both played really accurately. I will tell you the accuracy as well. This game starts with again e4. As I said, all the games I predict like 14 games, 12 to 13 games are gonna be e4 by both players. So again, e4, e5. Obviously, e5 is the best move, which I never play. Fine, I can improve my game otherwise. But yeah, I think e4, e5 is very boring. But sometimes you need those games to calm you down into the World Championships, and this is what Gukesh did. He played the main lines of everything, and yeah, this is the normal e5 line where you just improve your bishop and play the two knights, and it almost felt like a four knight opening. And yeah, well, obviously, again, Ding played a4 too early. When he was black in the first game, he played a5 very quickly, and then a4 he played. So he was attacking on the planks from the beginning. So this is his strategy, Ding's strategy. He just has this one thing going at one end, and then he starts playing something else at the other end. So that's his style. Like he goes for a5, a4 early with white now. So yeah, Gukesh just continued his development, opening up his bishop, um, and then castles. Uh, and yeah, at six, fine. He was stopping this, but I don't think he was going to go here, or maybe even the bishop was coming here. I don't think so. Because this is grandmaster level and we don't do this silly pins. So yeah, the bishop comes here, negating this bishop, because now the thing is, this bishop has not good spaces, good squares to go at, because this is not a good square, this is also not a good square. So generally bishop tends to take, but the thing is, black bishop is good for black. All right, so Gukesh wants to keep this bishop if he wants advantage in game, but the thing is, Gukesh just countered it. He was like, if you're going for my good bishop, I'm going for your good bishop. So that's how I like how Gukesh fought back in his second game, because the thing is, in the first game it felt like Gukesh was not fighting at all. It felt like Ding was surrounding him from everywhere, and he had those attacking ideas, but then he never got to attack. Right? If you remember, the b4 move Gukesh played was the only move that I thought like was attacking, but then it never continued ahead because he never had the chance. Even though Gukesh didn't castle in the first game, like he castled later, but he didn't castle early, so he didn't even waste a move on castling, and still he was a move behind. Felt like that. Being black, Ding overpowered Gukesh by being a move front and having the tempo. So that's something what Ding does. So yeah, counter attack the bishop, and again we see this, like, see a4, a5. Always Ding this does this. With black he did, as I said before, he pushed his pawn on one flank and other side, other attacks are going on. So now finally Gukesh continues his idea of taking the bishop and doubling the pawns, which happens generally on the C file if and F file. If the pawns are double, they won't stay double for a long time because center pawns are contested by this F and C file pawns. So it's okay. This pawn is okay until unless there is a D pawn available. He can exchange it in the future. So if there was no D pawn here, then these two pawns on this file would have looked silly. Yeah. So castles finally, and now Ding continues on taking the pawn, and now it's a very boring position where you just know that this game is going towards a draw, but then let's see what happens. So again, nice idea because right now you don't have many moves that can create a difference in the game because at this moment even the engine says 0-0, like there's a slight 0.2 advantage for white, but that's always there from the move one. So the queen takes, now it's even more drawish position because once you exchange the queens, it is said that you enter into the end game. But let's see. So again, Gukesh offers the rook as black. This was a great strategy by Gukesh because when you are playing black and in a world championship match, you want to not give away a point. So playing for a draw was also a strategy. As black, if you play draw with white, you have actually won. You have won that set. Let's say there are 14 games, so there are 14 sets of games as well. So if you lose the first battle, it's always good that you take a breath in the second battle and then regroup your ideas in the next battles. So it's also a set like this. um, uh, Ding gets white color and Gukesh gets black color. So this is set piece, and this is a strategy that mostly chess players know about. And for a long run of tournament, like for n number of games, you just make sure that you win those odd games where you have the advantage of color. So so Ding saw that Gukesh wants to go for a draw. So Ding was trying to make sure that he doesn't exchange further, and he just took his rook away from the line so that Gukesh can't exchange. Also, Gukesh can't come here because the knight is looking for to the square. And again, Gukesh played this because he wanted to somehow exchange this, make a pawn. I don't think that pawn would have done much, but still, an exchange was expected. So again, Ding was like, okay, fine, I see what my opponent is trying to do. Even if it throws me to a defensive position, I'm not gonna exchange. So Ding was trying still to not draw. So now Gukesh, the simple idea behind rook d6 was to double his rooks on this file because now this is an open file and the knight is on a very good outpost. This is called an outpost, by the way, where, okay, fine, you can kick this knight by pushing this pawn, but then you will take at least two moves to do that. And even if you do that, this b3 pawn is weak then, so you can't really do this. So this is actually a outpost, very strong outpost. Unless they do a mistake, this is a good outpost. You can actually try to contest this by playing like this and putting a knight here. So anyways, Ding didn't go for that, by the way. Yeah, what he did, what he play, yeah, the king move, yeah, sure, because, well, let's say he wanted to take his king out of the backrank issues and plus make it a bit active. And also here, this was the idea because he thought that his knight was doing not much, so maybe this could have been the idea. But yeah, again, normal moves. And now Ding thought that maybe I shouldn't just give away this file, so he put one of his rooks here. And now, all right, so f4 again. This felt like this was very drawish situation even here, because even there is no zero point 0.2 advantage now. It's nil nil draw. Yeah, well, so again, it felt like both the players were just looking at each other and seeing that, okay, who's making the next mistake, but no one was making any mistakes. And the knight goes back so that the double rooks attack on this file. The only way it would have been possible was like knight goes here and you still maintain the file, and you have your other rook to support this as well. So again, Gukesh was just trying to gain some advantage on the position, which I don't see any, and nor did anyone. But the thing was, obviously, this is a strong position for a knight to be at his outpost. But the thing is, it is doing nothing. Even after being in a strong position, you can't attack here, you can't attack here. Nothing is happening here, nothing's happening here. You have no other place this knight would attack. Even if it's at the best position at the board, on the board, yeah, there was no advantage. All right, so yeah, here just you just see that everything is protected. You don't have much play, and somehow repeating the moves, and it was a draw because, well, let's say even if the whole position seemed like a draw from the beginning, because there were moves that were happening which were very obvious. Um, uh, like a very short draw would have occurred. The thing is, here somewhere, instead of there was a sequence where Gukesh didn't allow him to take the rook first, so he was putting his knight in between first. See here, if white tries to take, it's actually not bad. Okay, sorry. So you can't put this here. You have to go here and then put. And again, you can't go there as well. So yeah. So the thing is, it made no sense for white to even take this rook. So that's the thing. That sometimes happens. Like if you play a move, you would deteriorate your position. So yeah, this was the best move according to engine as well. And yeah, there was no slight edge, there was no pawn pushes that would break the position, or so that's the thing, that once you have black, you just push for a draw. And I think this draw was actually a win for Gukesh in a way, because this was his first draw of the world championship. Yesterday was his first loss against Sting, and a first loss in world championship. He said in the interview, post-match interview, that he was a bit nervous playing his first match of world championship that he lost. So the second game was a bit, a cool down for him. He wanted everything to settle down. This is a good result for India, because I think Gukesh plays well when he attacks his opponent. And the thing is, this was not the game to attack. This was a game that you have to defend and just see through, right? Because the thing is, you can also not offer a draw till the 41st move, because that's the rules. When the time increases, time format increases, like 30 minutes additional are given. After the 41st move, you can offer a draw. So even then, you can't offer a draw. But that doesn't mean that if the position is repeated, there won't be a draw. It is a draw if the position is repeated. So these are the FIDE rules. that people should know. And so this was, it felt like a very boring draw, but the thing is, this was a tactical draw. Kukesh was thinking through that you have to consider that this is a marathon, obviously, and also you have to consider that thing is very strong with the white pieces. All right, so this result is good for him. I really don't see where any of the colors would have gained any advantage here. So, anyways, two knights are always complementing and crossing each other. So, yeah, this was going to be a draw. If it was two bishops instead of two knights, both sides, then you had actually chances and you had some game. But yeah, it is what it is. And so the the accuracy that I was saying was both sides it was 96.7 and 96.1. 96.1 for Gukesh and 96.7 for Ding. This is exceptional chess, but the thing is, even after playing exceptional chess, it is going for draw because such is the level of chess going on in the World Championship that even after playing such accurate moves, you are not reaching at any conclusion or any opening in the position. So yeah, I sure it shows a lot of accuracy, but the thing is, I as if it was a individual game, I would not analyze this as the best game or like very accurate game. It was a tactical game that Gukesh actually won the battle, not the result. The battle was won by Gukesh. So I think maybe this is how he gets back on track. And the Gukesh monster that we know is attacking and the tactical Gukesh we know, the creative Gukesh we know. That is going to come in later half of the tournament. This was not nothing about this game was tactical or creative or anything, or it didn't even feel like Gukesh ending. It felt like two robots playing each other. So yeah, these two are robots, but the thing is, when push comes to shove, when you want a desperate result, then the creativity will come out of Gukesh. So I just hope that he wins. And yeah, well, thank you so much, guys, for watching. And please subscribe to the channel. We are posting almost every day reels, videos, reviews. We are also going to post my Kazakhstan vlog last year of World Championship that I went. It will be posted, I think, Saturday or Sunday this weekend, probably. So do check that out as well. I couldn't go to Singapore this time because obviously, like, also there were visa issues. Like, so, like, I didn't apply, but I'm just saying, like, it would have taken a long time to secure that, and plus you need money, and I don't have any. Okay, so Octo and I are just very happy that this result was in Gukesh's favor. So let's see what happens in game 3 later on. Till then, thank you so much, guys. Please keep sharing the videos to chess enthusiasts, and we will come to even in-depth analysis. And sometimes I'll also give my insights because right now I'm not using any engine to evaluate these games. I'm just reviewing the way I feel about the game, because the engine analysis everyone will give this, but when the review comes from heart, what do you feel when you look at the game, what do you feel about those two players, that is the real true review, so that's what I feel. If you still think that I should do some other styles or something else should be added to the review, please comment below in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. I am so happy that I am getting so many messages every day that people are saying that why aren't you streaming, why aren't you streaming, because I am a bit busy in life, so I'm not able to. But today I'm streaming today, Arena Kings at 6 p.m., which is European time. I don't know, IST. Just calculate, okay? So thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. See you tomorrow with game 3.